Hey everybody, how's it going? It's me, the Weekend Geek. Hey look, it's that guy that did the Fallout Shelter Logic stuff. Make more. I don't know why I went Russian there, but anyway. If you're like me and you remember exactly what a Teletubby is from your childhood, you probably remember it like I do. The ominous death stare that they'd give, the crazy 8-foot tall monsters that they were, and the fact that they probably had enough strength to rip a human in two just by playing with it. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to take this lovable, cuddly looking monster and turn it into what it actually is, a terrible apex predator. So this is coming from the live stream that I did. I pretty much started off by researching a bunch of Teletubbies. You know, how creepy they looked. They are absolutely terrifying, by the way. You guys are sick, twisted individuals, but, you know, I'm also doing the same, so I don't blame you. I then started off by blocking in the shapes, giving the thing big ears, giving it, you know, the signature Teletubby ears that clearly just, you know, made it look like some kind of goblin. And then I decided to make some sort of bone that was on top of his head instead of the antennae that they would normally have. This made it, you know, more terrifying apparently. I don't know why I decided to make it fat instead of ripped. Probably to just keep it with some sort of shape, give it some sort of still lovable feature, but also knowing that if you went to hug it, it would probably be like hugging a hungry grizzly bear. I ended up giving it some really long legs, and that was only because I wanted it to be able to jump and destroy anything that it touched. I also made its claws out of bone as well, and it kind of acted like it had grown out of it. I started giving the thing an ominous grin. I think I was originally just gonna make like a tiny slit in its mouth, or at one point I wasn't even gonna give it a mouth. And I think chat was the reason why we ended up doing it like that, just giving it this big cheesy, lots of teeth grin, which, you know, eventually made it more terrifying. So thanks chat for that. I appreciate it. I think I ended up giving it some sort of blood around the teeth as well, because I can't imagine Teletubbies have very good dental plan. I really did start enjoy doing these child cartoons and just making them what I remember them as a kid, which was nightmare fuel. So I believe chat and I ended up making out that this thing was actually a science experiment gone wrong, and the reason why it had sort of man-made staples on its eyes was to try and keep its eyes open so it couldn't blink, so it was constantly tortured, which, you know, I thought was a truly amazing thing. So I decided to keep it, you know, because why not? You know, chat's weird, but I love them. So I just started blowing up the face, making it pop out of the actual, its actual head. So it's got the head and then we have the face. And I did this by extruding the cheeks a little bit and extruding the bottom of the jaw. Gave it a sort of a 3D effect. And then decided to give it big goblin ears. And I think we went for a mixture between the cute, fluffy, big, wide ears that they originally had and the goblin ears that chat was also talking about as well. Because, once again, thanks chat. Appreciate it. So because it wasn't able to close its eyes, it obviously doesn't sleep. It's constantly tortured. So I decided to use that to my advantage and have basically its eyes constantly bruised and wired. It's just in constant state of torture. You'd almost feel sorry for this thing if it just wasn't ripping people to shreds. It's probably because it's tired as well, so get your sleep, guys. That's rich coming from me, but I'm gonna say it anyway. At last we finally started putting the bone structure on this thing, and I started off with like a circular structure on its head, as if to say like it had naturally grown, but I think we ended up going with it just ripped from its head, almost like a wisdom tooth or something that probably shouldn't be there. Started making it way too muscular. It looked like it had hit the gym a little bit too much, and then I realized that sort of took away from the actual Teletubby-esque type of thing that it had. So we just kept going and making it more fluffy, and obviously we had to give it man tits. Everything needs man tits. I don't entirely know why we went with the green look. I believe there was some color theory involved in the chat, but I can't entirely remember too much. But overall, it ended up working out really well. Obviously we gave it a nice little Teletubby static TV glow because, you know, it probably doesn't have anything involved in its mind. I used to think that when I was younger, Teletubbies didn't have brains. They just kind of had signals that sent the static to their stomach, and that's how they figured it out. They were like thinking and dreaming at the same time, and it was in their stomach. A truly horrific thing for, you know, a 6-year or 7-year-old to think about. So I added a lot of detail to it because I didn't think that I was going to animate it a huge amount, but turns out I did animate it a little bit, but it ended up working out really well, and I was very, very happy with the end result. So as you can see, this is the final sketch. This is what the thing looks like now. I think we did okay. Why am I doing this? It's probably because I'm special, but then again, you know, my mother told me that I didn't have to wear a seatbelt because I enjoy licking the windows. If you liked this is something new that I'm trying out. You know, we'll see if it works. I do have a Patreon. You can get the stickers here. This month's sticker is obviously the Teletubby. I'm also going to leave a link to the animation because that's now finished. The next one that we've got coming up is like Peppa Pig / Saw. If you like this kind of thing that I'm doing, please consider hitting a follow or subscribe. It really means a lot. I'm nearly at 50,000 subs, which I never thought I would get to. For everybody that's probably going to comment down on the video, hey, where is Fallout Shelter logic? It's coming eventually. I've not killed it off, but I'm sort of taking a back seat on it a little bit at this moment in timing, just to keep up with other projects. This one has taken me about 4 years to get out of my warped, messed up mind. I've been the Weekend Geek. I'll leave all the links and everything down in the description and here, and I appreciate you all for watching. Bye.